Hello, viewers. Today is July 16, 2024. I'm here to discuss about the US presidential elections 2024. Specifically, I am discussing about the battleground states for the past couple of days. And today I'm going to continue with that, and I'm going to discuss about the battleground state of Wisconsin. So Wisconsin is a state which has got 10 electoral college votes. And this is a state just like Pennsylvania and Michigan. Democrats are able to win the state from 1992 onwards, with the exception of the election in 2016, where Hillary Clinton lost to Donald Trump in this state as well. Even though it was a very close election, she lost the election by around 22,000 odd votes. So this is also one of the important states in terms of a path to victory for Democrats in the 2024 elections. If they don't win Wisconsin, I think they're going to find it very difficult to win the presidency. And former President Trump might coast into the White House if Democrats fail to win this state. So let's discuss about the states about the state from a historical perspective. So in the year 2000, Al Gore won the state by just around 5,700 odd votes, and he was able to win around 26 out of the 72 counties during that time. So in 2004, John Kerry was matched up against George W. Bush, and John Kerry won 27 counties, and he was able to double the margin of Al Gore, and he was able to win by around 11,000 odd votes in 2004. So in 2008, this is an election where Barack Obama pretty much blew away John McCain in most of the states. And in this state, Barack Obama won a whopping 59 counties out of the 72. And he also won by a margin of around 414,000 votes. So in 2012, Barack Obama again did very well, but not as well as he did in 2008. This time he won around 35 counties out of the 72, and he won by a margin of around 213,000 votes. So then when you come to 2016, Hillary Clinton was matched up with Donald Trump, and this is the election that Democrats lost, and Hillary Clinton won 12 out of the 72 counties, and she lost the state by around 22,000 odd votes. And then the situation got reversed in 2020. The matchup was between Joe Biden and former President Trump, and Joe Biden was able to win the state. Again, it was a close election. He won the state by around 20,000 votes. He won around 14 counties. So if you look at this, if we take that the abnormal election of Barack Obama in 2008 and 2012, this state has always been a very critical state, and it's also a very closely fought state. And so the margins are not too much from 2000 onwards up until 2020, with the exception of 2008 and 2012. So now let's try to measure up Hillary Clinton's performance with Joe Biden's performance in 2016 and 2020, respectively. And also, we should measure up against the counties that really matter for the Democrats. Even though Democrats win between 10, 12, 14 counties, but the real reason why they win this state is because of two counties that support them, the two counties with a large population base. One is the Milwaukee County, which also has the Milwaukee City and the suburbs around Milwaukee. And then you have the Dane County that has the Madison City and then the suburbs around Madison. So in 2016, Hillary won the Milwaukee County by around 162,700 odd votes, whereas President Biden was able to win by around 183,200, 300 odd votes. And in the Dane County, Secretary of State Clinton won that county by around 146,000 odd votes, whereas President Biden was able to win that by 181,000 odd votes. So if you look at these two counties, which gives the margin for the Democrats, because these two are the largest counties in the state of Michigan, in the state of Wisconsin. And this gives the margin that they need to beat the Republican candidate, because the Republican candidates do well in the other rural counties, smaller counties, but the Democrats, by doing well in these two populous counties, they are able to offset those things, and then they are able to get some additional, they are able to cross over and win even though it's a small margin, they still were able to win by a small margin. So if you look at these two counties alone, President Biden was able to actually eclipse Hillary Clinton's performance by around 55,000 votes on the net margin itself. Now, so he was able to use that 55,000 net margin to actually remove the deficit that Hillary Clinton had, which was 22,000, and was able to win the state by around 20,000 votes. And moreover, if you look at the total number of votes polled in 2016, and this was close to around 2,976,000 odd votes, whereas in 2020 we had 3,298,000 votes. So there was a gain of around 332,000 votes in terms of total number of votes polled in 2020. And if we have that kind of an increase, you can very easily assume that it must have come from the big population base, which are basically the Milwaukee County and the Dane County. So that is how President Biden was able to win Wisconsin, even though Hillary lost Wisconsin in 2016. So now, how does that help us in 2024? So in 2024, Democrats still need to do very well in these two counties, but I think they need to do much better than what even President Biden did to win this election this time. The reason for that is I think Donald Trump is running very strong in the state of Wisconsin. He has picked up some independents and moderates and Republican-leaning independents as well. So I think he's going to improve his performance. That means the Democrats need to win these two counties. Right now, Mr. Biden won by around 365,000 a net margin in these two counties combined together. 183,000 and 181 comes to around 364, 365,000 votes. But I don't think in this election that's sufficient. In 2024, I think that margin needs to go closer to 400,000 for Democrats to really have a chance of winning the state of Wisconsin. So that is the reason why I think that while President Biden might do very well on the big city of Milwaukee and Madison, I'm not too sure that he will do very well with the suburbs of Milwaukee and the suburbs of Madison, suburbs of Madison. That's within the Dane County boundaries, and moreover, the younger voters, 18 to 21, and 18 to 29, 18 to 21, those kind of voters are not going to vote for Joe Biden for several reasons, but still that's a reality. And then some of the suburban women are not too excited about the Biden second term. So that being the case, so if Democrats need to win, and if Biden is still the nominee, Biden needs to outperform his own numbers in big cities by at least 30, 40,000 votes for him to even have a chance. That is why I'm saying that it is going to be very difficult for President Biden to win re-election and also win the state of Wisconsin. So the better bet for Democrats is to basically change the nominee and try to put a Midwestern governor on either top of the ticket or as a vice president, so that they can win these kind of battleground states. Some of you have asked why am I hell-bent on saying that Biden should withdraw. I think for Democrats to have any chance of winning this election, Biden needs to withdraw, because the writing is on the wall. If you look at most of the polls, he's definitely underperforming in every one of those battleground states. So I think I strongly believe that he needs to withdraw for the Democrats to have any chance. So so that's it about Wisconsin. Tomorrow I'll pick up one more battleground state and discuss about that state. Stay tuned and take care.